Hello everyone, this is DragonLoon, and welcome back to another episode on SimAirport. Last time we had gotten our fuel depot and fuel services set up, as well as a completely full tank. Well, right now it's not full because, yeah, we've been selling fuel, which is a good thing. We also got our offices here set up and started working on our government grants and the airline services so that we can eventually open the really early AM flights and have a truly 24-hour airlines, or airport, I should say. This time, however, we are going to be improving our second level up here. And maybe expanding out and adding some more stands for more flights because we don't have enough. Anyway, so the first thing that we want to do is build some bathrooms, because yeah, we need bathrooms. And we have them down here. We have some here. And we have a small one here, which isn't that bad because we only have a small area. But we need some up here. So let me grab some walls. And how are we gonna do this? It needs to go out to here, because that is the amount for one toilet. We need one space, another toilet, and there's some walls. Now the question is, how big are we going to make these things? Well, we have 3 stands here, and we might have more. So we'll do 4 toilets, a space, and 2 sinks, and some trash cans, and there. And then 4 toilets, a space, 2 sinks, a trash can, and there. And we'll have to delete that. Can we delete that? No, we cannot. Alright. Now we need some doors. Because how are our passengers supposed to get in if they don't have doors? And that did not work the way I wanted it. Ooh, can we do that? Ah, there we go. Alright, so there's the doors. And we're gonna bump it up to 3 times speed. And then we need to take the zones, and we need a female restroom and a male restroom right there. Alright, pause again. And now we're going to add in the... Is it under comfort? Yes, it is. And now our restrooms are open and already being used. Hey, that's cool. Now there is one thing that I think I'm going to do, and I've never tried it before, so we will have to see. We are going to add a staff door right there for our construction workers to get in and out easily. What are you? Oh, you're a janitor. Interesting. Don't know why the janitor's going that way. Alright, so now we need... Do we want a cafe or do we want retail? And I think we're going to go with retail. And what we're going to do is we have this weird space right here. We're just going to utilize that. And they need a way to get in and out, so we will put a large sliding door. And then we'll put a couple of registers there, and we need to zone this as a store. And then we're going to go back into retail, and we're going to grab some candy displays. Like so. Some book displays. And some clothing displays. And isn't there some jewelry displays? Yes, there are. There's a couple of jewelry displays. And we want some makeup displays, and that is a center one, so we'll put that there. With some end caps. And can't forget the pharmacy displays. Ooh, and who doesn't like buying shoes at an airport? All right, let's let them build that one up. And that takes care of our store. Now we are going to section off this area here, and we are going to come out like that. All right, and then we're going to we're gonna go right there. Put in a door there and a large sliding door there, because then we're gonna go to the cafe. We need to grab another cash register. Put in a couple there. And then we need to put in a cooker, a pizza oven, kitchen sink, some hot plates, some prep carts, and a good amount of refrigerators, like so. And then we're going to, oh, we also need some kitchen storage, like that. And now we need the chilled food display and hot food display. And then the fun part. Oh, we also need a coffee maker and a drink machine. All right, now we need to put in some tabling. Ooh, that is not good. It needs to be 5 by 5. It is 5 by 5. Oh no, it's 4 by. All right, that's an easy fix. All right, And there we go. Now, if we go in here, we should see... Yep, we have 1 chef and 5 retail workers, and the retail workers are going to man the cash registers. Now, I don't like 1 chef, so I think... I think we're going to make it a total of 4 chefs. All right. So there's that, and that will bring up our guest satisfaction by reducing the hunger, although we need some more information. So let's go back to our ops panel, and we want the extra large flight displays, and we're gonna put a couple of those, because if we go to the information overlay, you can see that it provides a decent amount of information. Coverage, that is. So we will put a couple there as well. And then we're going to put a couple down there. And how's the information overlay over here? Not good. We will put a couple there, and we will put a couple there. And that should help our information overlay. All right. So now that we have all of that working properly, let's go ahead and add in another aircraft stand. Not the remote one, that one. And we'll need to extend out the foundation too. All right, so we got all of those assigned and built. I also added in some windows because the windows are going to help the environmental overlay, which we will probably need to take care of. Wait, what? Did somebody miss their flight? Oh, please tell me somebody did not miss their flight. Okay, doesn't look that way. Interesting. All right, so those windows will help our environmental overlay. We'll probably need to add a few more, just because, yeah, the environment is kind of but that is a nice, good start. Let's check our passengers. Hunger is still pretty high. Not much we can do about that right this second, other than adding in some vending machines. Environment is kind of low. That's what we need to raise. But other than that, it looks like we are doing pretty good. And of course, our airline interest is still somewhat low, but it is slowly climbing. So now what we need to do is we need to put more things on gate B4. So give me a second here so that I can get all of this taken care of, and we will be on our way. All right, so it looks like we are actually all out of flights, but there might more. We might get more, if I can speak today, later, as we were actually able to finally fill up B3 on the PM side. So we'll just have to wait and see. However, right now, what we actually will want to do... Let's see here. What am I still missing? Aha! I know what we can do. We can... And we'll need to do this intelligently. So we'll do plan walls. And we will... start it right here. Alright. So what we're going to do is we're going to grab our foundations and build our lounges up here. Oh, and look at that. We got our aircraft interest, or excuse me, airline interest up to 70%. So we just finished the tier 2. Now we can finish the tier 3. And all we have to do is negotiate and assign 10 offices to airlines. And I thought we already did that. No, we did not. So what we want to do is we want to go here to Afford Air, which we have the most flights with, and probably the best rep. And we want to negotiate. And we are going to, well, I guess we can't, oh, we can change. That, no, we'll just leave everything and hit call. And what we're going to do is we are going to change that to 10. And keep one conference room. Service reliability. We don't want to give away any of our profits, but that is reducing their... we'll give them 10% of our store profits and 10% of our cafe profits. And we'll... no, we are not going to do that. Alright, let's see how they respond to that. And they won't get back to us just yet because we're paused. Alright, so that's what we have to do to negotiate. It'll go back and forth, and eventually there will be a contract signed. So, that's interesting. We got the deal. Wait, how are we missing facilities? Oh, that's how we... Alright. We'll assign those. And what are we missing now? We're missing the conference room and 8 offices. All right, so conference room, assign. Oh, and we can cancel that project? I guess we can't cancel that project. That's okay, we needed more offices anyways. All right, there we go. Now, unfortunately, I think we're going to need to build another cafe and store. Can I build that other escalator yet? It was giving me an issue. Ah, yes I can. Ha ha ha. Alright, so with us pretty much giving up the cafe and the store, or the cafe anyways, we should probably build another one. However, I kind of want to save this area here for more aircraft stands. So, I think what we are going to do is we are going to build another one. Right here. All right, and then we need to go back into our staffing scheduling and reduce this from 4 to 2 and assign the other one to the other kitchen. Now let's make sure. Okay. All right. There we go. Now we have our cafe and our kitchen, and we have our first airline contract. And if I'm not mistaken, oh, we need to negotiate 10 and they only did 8. All right. So let's grab this guy here and let's, oh, at least 8 flights. Interesting. All right, well, let's go back down here and we need to finish our construction here. All right, there we go. Now we have some more offices to be able to negotiate. So we'll go back in here and go back to a Ford Air. And why can't we negotiate? Ah, there we go. I guess we just had to wait. So let's see if we can renegotiate. All right, let's see if they accept that. I guess they didn't want 10. What? I can only offer 8. Why can I only offer 8? All right. So I guess we're gonna have to get more flights in another airlines. Alrighty, there we go. So now we have 8 flights with Aero Time. And now let's negotiate some more offices. All right, there we go. However, what we had to negotiate was a first class lounge, which we were going to build anyways. A flight crew lounge. Again, we were going to build that anyways. 8 offices, perfect. A small aircraft stand and a conference room. So, unfortunately, by doing that, well, we can take this, assign the conference room, and assign some offices. Just like that. All right. Oh, and that got us the early AM flights, so we can now operate round the clock. Unfortunately, what that means is we now need to go over here to one of these small aircraft stands, because that's what we gave them, and assign that to assign airline exclusivity, and we need to assign that to Aero Time. But that means that we need to reassign a bunch of stuff. How are we going to do that? All right. So I was able to renegotiate, keeping the number of offices. Oh no, actually we don't need that number of offices. We just need a large aircraft stand. And we have that in spades. So we were dealing with Aero Time, and if we look down here, you can see that we've got a couple of Aero Time, or we have an Aero Time flight right there. So why don't we go over here to stand 4 and assign that to arrow time. Now what we need to do, we've got to build another stand. All right, folks, so we've got our flight schedule rearranged. We have the arrow time dedicated stand over here with all of the airlines coming in. Unfortunately, arrow time does not have any PM or really early AM flights, and they're really low on the AM flights. But that's okay, because it's less air traffic that we have to worry about. So now with, I also refilled all of the slots for the other aircraft stands. And with that, we need to take a look at our transportation capacity. And it looks like looks like we're doing okay. So let this run for a bit and make sure. Ooh, wow, ooh, ow. No, that's not good. All right, so I'm going to have to figure out why we are no longer getting our perfect ops bonus. Holy cow, I just found where our problem is. Why? All right, so our current security capacity is, how shall we say, not up to par anymore. So we've got to do something about that. And what we're going to do about it is obviously expand it. All right. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to assign 2 metal detectors per remote bag scanner and see if that increases the speed at which the passengers get through. If it does, I think we're going to redesign this area as well just to improve throughput. Because, I mean, let's face it, we've got a throughput issue. We need to redesign this. However, I think that solved our problem. So give me just a second to double check because I need to move things around and I'll bring you right back. All right. So I got it fixed, I think. Or at least mostly. I did add this moving walkway so that people could get from this store area over to this last gate quicker, if that's where they so choose to go. I also added in a second escalator up because our throughput on one escalator was really low. I redid the security area down here, as you can see. And now we don't have a throughput issue. Not in our airport, anyways. So, the next thing that we are having a throughput issue on is our baggage. Because we only have one baggage depot on the far end of our parking area. So the baggage trucks have to go all the way down here just to get to gate B5. What I want to do is actually add in a second depot. And that is going to be rather expensive. But I also want to make sure... Ooh. Yeah, see, we're already missing people again. Why are we missing... Why are these people not getting to their terminal B3 and A1? Alright, so the way we fix the flight crew issue, let's get rid of that, is we are going to add in another queue right here, and we're going to assign that desk to that, but we're going to turn off the first class and coach. Now we need to do that for... Oh, we need to turn off the flight crew for all others. And what that will do is it will force the flight crews to go through that one gate, which actually we're just going to turn this into the flight crew queue or scanner thingy. Yeah, that thing. I couldn't think for a moment. And what that will do is it will speed up the flight crew getting to the airplanes. Because if we look, we had a bunch of cancellations and delays simply because of flight crew. Or at least that's what I think it was for. Oh, no, it's because they're being bottlenecked here. Yep, it's the store that's causing all the issues. All right, well, that will be something that we take care of next time. However, this time, what we are going to do is exactly what I was just talking about with the baggage. By taking our baggage bay and... Oh, ground floor. Oh, right. So now that we have that fixed, we're running into a small problem where these hubs can't process the baggage quick enough. So I started the baggage hub upgrade boosters. That will allow us to process baggage a lot quicker. We also now have another baggage bay, but we need to assign it to a stand. So what I'm going to do is, because we have 7 aircraft stands, we're going to take these last 3 and we are going to unassign and then assign it. We're just going to move them, is essentially what we're doing, to a closer baggage bay. And while we're at it, we are going to get another large hangar for vehicles and get some more baggage cars, because I bet you that's also slowing things down. There we go. Garbage zones are full. Okay. So, that means we need to put in some dumpsters. There we go. We also probably need to hire some more janitors. We'll make that 40 janitors. All right, now let's see if by doing all of that, let's see how that does with our people and flights. And it looks like we're handling the baggage so far. And our research is done, so now we can go in and upgrade these. And what these upgrades do is additional sorting capacity. And you're limited to 2 upgrades per. And I think as far as the cafe or store goes, I think adding in that 3rd cash register, at least right now, helped. I think we might have done it. And we're starting to get some offers for the early AM flights. But we won't put those in just yet. Because we still need to figure out what's been going on with this. And it looks like we... I don't want to jinx it just yet. By George, we did it! We fixed the issue. That was... Whew. That was bad. All right. So, the next thing we're going to run into an issue with is our fuel capacity. So if we go into the ops panel and we look at fuel services, they are requesting just about half of our fuel. And if every flight requests fuel, we're going to be down to about a quarter of our capacity, which is not good. So what we want to do is we want to go ahead and put in that underground fuel tank right now. But we also do not have the funds for it. All right, so I've let the game run for a little bit, and I made 1 or 2 small modifications. And that is, I added in another large fuel tank. Now, I added in the underground fuel tank because I'm kind of thinking about extending out the terminal out this way, buying this property here, and you know, making this side our extra large aircraft stands. Might be interesting. But in order to do that, we can't have anything else up here. Because I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this section here empty or move this stuff. I don't know. Because I kind of want to put in another moving walkway. We'll have to figure that out as we go. But the unfortunate thing with adding that in and then filling it up is we had to take out a bank loan, otherwise we would have gone bankrupt. Because it put us in debt $21,000 or $2.1 million, dollars in the red, and so I had to take out a bank loan for quite a bit in order to get out of the red. And so, yeah, we're still trying to recover from that. But we're making quite a bit of money. If we look at our P&L for yesterday. Oh, that's bad. I mean, this is where I got the loan. But even today, so far, we're making just about $1 million a day type thing so far. Now that's not including purchasing any additional fuel, which we're using about a quarter of our fuel capacity, which ain't bad. It's expensive, but it ain't bad. And the reason that I added more fuel capacity is because, like I said, I want to add more flights. We need more flights because we need to make more money. And why? Why? Well, it's only one flight out of all of them. Still, come on, that one passenger. I bet you that caused us to lose our flight perfect ops bonus again today. Oh well. Alright, so next time we're gonna expand out the property that we own to where we have more stuff, more property, and we can expand out the runway to where we can start accepting the extra large aircraft, and we'll also put in some early AM flights, especially because now we have the aero time flights. Aww, and now we don't. I guess we'll have to get those when they come in. However, until next time, if you've liked this video, please make sure to leave me a like, as it really does help with the YouTube algorithm. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any more of this really awesome content. Until next time, stay frosty out there.